Good morning, everybody. My name is David, and I will be your instructor for this lesson in Gooneybird flying. So let's start by just warming up our wings. Taking some nice deep breaths here, just stretching out, twisting your torso. So this is going to be a playful Qigong routine, one that you could do with your children and grandchildren and friends and just have a good time. One of my teachers used to tell me that we have a serious business about not being too serious with Qigong. And today's flying lesson, Gooneybird flying lesson, is an example of that. So let's bring our wings here right about chest level. We're just warming up the wings. We're going to pretend, using our imagination, that we are a brand new, just hatched Gooneybird in a place in the northern Hawaiian Islands called French Frigate Shoals. French Frigate Shoals is about 500 miles from Honolulu out into the northwestern Pacific. So let's bring our hands, our wings right about waist level. So we're going to practice learning how to fly as a Gooneybird. And let's come to surrender hands. And now just really notice your arms, your wings. Notice the structure. This is the part of your body as a Gooneybird that's going to propel you and take you into the sky and into a sense of freedom. So just take a couple of nice deep breaths here and just do a very brief head to toe, top of your head feathers to your webbed feet. Just checking in with how this new Gooneybird body is feeling. Another couple of breaths here. How does it feel to be a brand new, newly hatched Gooneybird? You can even smile into that one. All right, so let's learn how to Gooneybird breathe. Gooneybirds live on the ocean and they come to land occasionally to nest and to take care of their young. We're going to take one of our lower wings, it doesn't matter which one, and put it right over our belly. Our other wing's going to come up right in between our chest here, right in between the breasts. And we're going to practice doing some wave breathing. So for those of you that don't know what a Gooneybird is, it's actually, its bird name is a Laysan albatross. There's a lot on YouTube, the channel that you're watching here for this video, for this Gooneybird Qigong flying lesson. There's a lot about Gooneybirds and Laysan albatrosses that are, some of them are very funny and keep with the spirit of what we're doing here. So let's breathe into our Gooneybird belly, filling the belly and then bringing the breath up into that upper wing, right up into the chest. And let's just practice this for several breaths. Just getting used to breathing. This is called wave breathing. It's like we're out on the ocean, which is where we'll spend a lot of our time as Gooneybirds, feeding, flying around, checking out the Pacific Ocean and all sorts of sea life. We'll even get used to being around whales and, of course, other birds. Another couple of breaths here, just relaxing into this new Gooneybird body that we have. And then let's relax to surrender wings. Our wings are long. We're starting to feel the energy in our wingtips. And then from here, we're going to go into an exercise called the wave. And this will teach us how to navigate while we're on the ocean, feeding. We'll be looking down, looking for fish to eat. So this is called the wave. So from here, we're going to inhale our wings up. And then as we exhale, we're going to come down into the water. We're looking down into the water, tucking in our chin. And then we inhale, our wings come up out of the water. We're just kind of splashing here, and we're just moving around, looking for all different types of sea life that we can eat. And for those of you that have ever snorkeled in Hawaii, you know that the Hawaiian Islands are filled with all different incredible species of fish. And of course, as a Gooneybird, you're going to get to learn how to eat those fish and how to catch them with your long beak. And you'll know instinctively what fish are okay to eat. And that's really important. We don't want to get a Gooneybird bellyache here. So we're just practicing splashing on the waves. We're on the ocean. Just relaxing into this. We're looking down and we're seeing all these different kinds of fish. It's like going into a market and being able to eat whatever you want. All you have to do is catch it. We'll do a couple of more. This will be the last one. So we're inhaling, our wings are coming up out of the water, and then we're just exhaling to surrender wings. And wasn't that fun? Wow. I wonder which one of those fish we're gonna have for breakfast. Let's shake out our wings and our feet a little bit. So we're going to go back onto the shore. We're going to pretend that we're at a place called French Frigate Shoals. I invite you to check out French Frigate Shoals on the internet. YouTube has some videos on French Frigate Shoals. It's a very famous area of the Northern Pacific Hawaiian Islands. So we're back on this piece of land in this atoll known as French Frigate Shoals. And we're going to learn about our body structure, our tail, our wings, and how they work. So to do that, this is called the Gooneybird discovers its tail. Yes, we do have a tail. So from here, we're going to twist our Gooneybird body to the right. We're going to bring our left feather up in front of our face. Yes, we do have a feather. It's got all sorts of feathers on our wings. We're going to bring our other wing up, and our wingtips filled with feathers are just right there in front of us. We'll take a nice deep breath, and then from here we're going to exhale, and we're going to stretch our wings out, and we're going to look over our left shoulder and down at our tail. Yes, we have a tail. Then we're going to inhale, our wings come back. Nice deep breath, exhale, stretch out our wings, looking at our wingtips, and then down. Yes, there's our tail. Our tail is kind of how we direct ourselves when we're flying up in the air. And of course, we're brand new Gooneybirds, and we're just kind of figuring out how all this works, how all of our different body parts work, our wings, our tail. We've learned how to get out onto the ocean and check out fish. Let's do one more, and then we'll switch sides. We'll check out the other side of our tail. Inhaling, looking at our wingtips. Exhaling, stretching out our wings, and then looking down at our tail. Now to transition, we just take a nice deep breath and we reverse. Now we're looking at our right wingtip, lining up our left wingtip right behind it. Let's take a nice deep breath and exhale, stretch out our wings, and then let's twist and look at the other side of our tail. Wow, it looks pretty much the same. And let's just flow with this, stretching out our wings. We haven't learned how to fly yet, but that's going to be the next part. Stretching, checking out our tail, twisting. Let's do one more. We're inhaling, lining up our wingtips, exhaling, stretching and looking down. And now let's go to surrender wings. All right. So now we kind of know how our wings work, that we can stretch them out. We realize we have a tail, which we're not really sure what the tail does yet. But we're going to find out that it's like a rudder and it helps us when we fly. And of course our tail has feathers on it just like our wings do. So this next exercise is called Gooneybird Learns How to Walk. Now this is where YouTube videos on Gooneybirds are really helpful, and they're fun and they're funny and you're going to love it. So I will say one thing, just as a note of caution. Whenever we're doing any Qigong exercises, whether it's in fun or a little bit more serious type of Qigong, we never go into pain or discomfort. We always listen to the body. And that's no different here as we're a baby Gooneybird. So this is Gooneybird Learns How to Walk. So if there is a balance issue for you, you want to bring your webbed feet closer together to do this. If balance is not an issue, you can spread out your feet a little bit farther. So we're going to use our wings. Now we're going to figure out that the wings are used for balance. So this is where we start learning how to walk. And Gooneybirds, like swans, have problems when they're on land. They're graceful in the air, but they are kind of funny and floppy when they're walking around on land. So from here, we're going to take that right foot over, kick it back and up and then down. Yep, that one works. Then we take the other one over, up, back and down, using our wings to stabilize us. And remember just to breathe. The breath here is just easy, normal. So we are a baby Gooneybird learning how to walk. So just have some fun with this. Just breathing deep, just getting used to moving around with our feet. It's kind of fun. We'll do a couple more of these. Just getting used to the fact that we do have got our little webbed feet, and this is going to help us learn how to navigate ourselves on land when we're not flying around over the ocean. Last one. And then now surrender wings, and notice how your Gooneybird body feels. Just take some nice deep breaths here and smile. Doesn't that feel great? The next part of our Gooneybird flying lesson is learning how to make the wings work. And like with anything else in a Gooneybirds life, we have to start at the beginning. We have to start small. So this is going to involve just figuring out how to make the wings do what we want. We don't really know how to fly yet, but we're going to learn. So we bring the backs of our wingtips facing each other, and this is where we're going to start. From here, we're going to inhale our baby wings up, and then we're going to exhale our baby wings down. And you may notice as you do this, your spine has a little bit of a gentle undulation, just like the ocean, just like the waters here in this place called French Frigate Shoals. So we're just learning how to move our wings. This is a little different way for us, just making sure we understand how they feel. We're not quite ready to fly yet. So we're inhaling our baby wings up, exhaling. Our spine is we're just having a good time figuring out how all this Gooneybird body part stuff works. Let's do one more. Inhaling up and then exhaling down to surrender wings. And notice how your Gooneybird body feels here. That feels pretty good, doesn't it? And I think now we're ready to fly. So from here, we're going to inhale our wings up, nice and graceful. Exhale our wings down, and we're going to allow our spine to sway and undulate just with the motion. So we're just inhaling up, our wings come up, and then exhale down. Very graceful, very slow. And now it's time to fly. So now let's be a little bit more purposeful. Inhaling, really bring the wings up, then exhale. Feel that sense of lightness and levity. And eventually, your feet start to lift off the ground. And now you're flying. Now you're flying and you're over the ocean. You're not on the ocean, but you're over it. And the water is so clear in this part of French frigate shoals that you can see down, you can see into all the fish, and you can decide what's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So just fly, feel that sense of freedom. You are a Gooneybird and you are flying. And now let's just come to land back on the ocean. Just coming to land on the ocean. One more. We're inhaling up. And now we're going to exhale to surrender wings. And we're just resting here. Resting on the ocean, having finished our first flying lesson. So let's center all that energy, all that Gooneybird energy into our bellies. So we'll take our right wingtip faced up, left wingtip out to the side to gather. A little bit of an inhale as we gather the energy of the sun, the sand, the ocean, and then we center it down into our bellies. Then we inhale, go the other way with the other wing. Just centering this beautiful day, the energy we've cultivated through our first flying lesson. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, wing comes up. We're gathering sunlight. And exhaling, bringing that sunlight into our bellies where we can digest it. Last one, inhaling up the other wing. Exhaling down, and then surrender wings. And notice how your Gooneybird body feels. Let's bring our webbed feet together, our wingtips right at our heart, bowing our heads. Quiet, patient, trust, love. Blessings and love. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for your first Gooneybird flying lesson.